Good morning students. In your previous chapter, you learnt about classification of plants, that is trees, herbs, shrubs, bushes, creepers and climbers. Hope you have completed your homeworks. So in today's class, we are moving to the third chapter, the judgment of all. So in this chapter, you are going to learn about the difference between living beings and non-living things. So let's start the chapter. So I'll explain this chapter with a story which is given in your textbook. Once there was an argument between a mango tree and the soil about who was great. By hearing this noise, all the animals gathered and requested all to settle the dispute. The owl asked the soil what was the argument going. For that, soil replied, "Without me, mango tree cannot live. I will give the food and water that the mango tree need. So I am great." By hearing this, mango argued, "I will give sweet fruits to everyone. Moreover, I am the home to many creatures. That's why I am a living being." By hearing this, owl said, "How do you say that you are a living being?" For that, mango replied, "First of all, I will give to birth to the same kind of trees. Secondly, my seeds will germinate into saplings. Then it will grow as a plant. Laterwards, it will grow as a big tree like me." Owl said again, "All right, the soil cannot do the things you do, but you need water and food which is given by soil. So, soil is important for you." But mango replied, "I get food from the leaves which is shed by me." So the soil argued, "But it comes from me." The owl settled the dispute, that is, the environment is made up of two things, that is, living beings as well as non-living things. So soil is a non-living things, but without soil, no plants will grow. So non-living things such as soil, water and air are essential for the growth of all the plants and human beings as well as for animals. So here no one are more or less important. We need living beings such as trees, plants, human beings, and also non-living things such as air, water and soil. All the animals were happy after hearing the judgment given by all. So what do you understand by this story? Yes, the environment is made up of two things, that is living beings and non-living things. So let's start the chapter, that is living beings and non-living things. Before that, just look around yourself and write down the things that you see in a book. At last, you have to identify the things as living being or non-living things. So let's start the chapter. So living beings. So living beings means plants, animals and human beings are called as living beings. So there are some characteristics of living beings. The first one, living beings grow. So you can see the picture of plant here. So the plant will grow. So I will give one more example. So see the seed here. So this is a jackfruit seed. So if you put this seed into soil, after few days, after watering it, it will sprout and there the plant will grow. So after few days, the seed will sprout. After watering this sprouted seed, the plant will grow like this. Here you have a slender stem and the roots are spread under the soil. So in your previous chapter, you learnt about stems and roots. So roots will be spread under the soil and here these stems are slender, that is too soft. After few days, it will grow to this size. So here the roots are fixed and the stems are bit hard. After few years, the jackfruit tree will be grown. Some more example like birds. The hen will hatch the egg, the chick will come. After that, after few days, it will grow as a hen. Again, human beings are also from child to grown up woman. Next, the second characteristics. All living beings need food. So, living beings such as humans, birds or animals, we need food to gain energy. Human beings, even plants need food and water. So in your previous chapter you learnt about plants. So there you learnt that the leaves will produce food. The process is called as photosynthesis, and even birds and animals need food to gain energy. The third characteristics of living beings. Living beings give birth to young ones of the same kind. Human beings, as I explained the plant, from the seeds it will grow. First it will sprout, then it will become as a plant, then it will turn into big trees. Then example for living beings that give the same kind of young ones, that is goat, again pigeon. Next characteristics. Living being respire. So what do you mean by respire? So respiration is a process of breathing in air and breathing out air. So you will breathe in oxygen and you will breathe out carbon dioxide. Human beings and animals breathe in air, oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, whereas plants will breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. Now, air, water and soil are essential for the living beings to live. Without non-living things such as air, water and soil, we cannot survive. And also, the system in which both living beings and non-living things together is called as environment. So, the system which include non-living things and living beings are called as environment. Now, we'll move on to non-living things. Now, you understood what do you mean by living beings like plants, animals, human beings. Now, we'll move on to non-living things. So, non-living things means air, water and soil and such other things are non-living things. So, I have given some example for non-living things such as pencil, books, bag, desk and bench, which will not grow. So you have learned the characteristics of living beings, like living beings will grow, whereas non-living things will not grow or will not give birth to the same kind of young ones. Next. So in today's class, you learnt about the difference between living beings and non-living things. In first, I said to write the things that you see around yourself. Now, identify each thing, whether it is a living being or non-living thing, and write it down in your 3rd standard EVS textbook, page number 21. There is a space given, so write down the things that you have seen into living beings or non-living things. One more activity based on today's class, that is group the following into living beings and non-living things. So you have to identify the living beings and non-living things like table, house, cow, chair, fish, book, hen, coconut tree, elephant and stone. Thank you.